what is good and what's going on, everybody? Your boy VLST back at it again for another Sixers Live play-by-play. We're back here for Game 4 of the season, where the Philadelphia 76ers still look for their first win of the regular season, as tonight, like I said before, they look for their first win, and they look forward against the Indiana Pacers at the Wells Fargo. They look for their first win on the season, starting out 0-3. They look for their first win of the season tonight, like I said before, and we'll see if it can happen tonight. It's been a rough start for the Sixers this season. The first two games between the Celtics and the Bucks, those could have been a little bit obvious that the Sixers were going to lose those. But the one against the Spurs, the last time we played, was unacceptable. It's time to change things tonight, and it's time to get back to hopefully what will be our winning ways. Because we saw 0-4. There are going to be a lot of concerns, and there's going to be a lot of complaining, and there's going to be a lot of hate towards us. Everyone's going to make fun of us, I understand, but we need to win tonight. We need to win tonight, and the Sixers need to find a way to get this done. Appreciate everybody for coming through. That's already in the chat. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Appreciate everybody for coming through and tuning in so far. Here's the producer! The music's great! But cut the beat! Thank you! Alright, let's go to the chat here before we get started. We got quite a few comments to get to, so let's shout all the people out. SG Sports Talk, let's go, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit that like button if you haven't done so. Didn't realize you were a Pacers fan, my guy. I saw that earlier. But, hey, we welcome all fans in this chat that are always, respectable, We welcome all fans that are respectable. Don't spam. Don't show disrespect. And as long as you're not disrespecting and not spamming, always welcome here. Let's go, Pacers. Hey, respect it from a fan like you. I see all the smack talk. I see how this is going to go. I really like the opening music for your channel. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I've had the beat since last year, and you know what? We're gonna repeat it again. So let's get this going, and we're gonna keep this going pretty much for as many games as I possibly can do it. I'm not gonna do it for every game, but I'm not gonna do every game for the season, as you guys already saw with the Spurs. Which apparently it was probably actually a good idea that I did not do that game, because that was just disappointing and absolutely terrible. But I'm not going to do every game of the season, but I'm going to do as many games as I possibly can. MC, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. So let's go Sixers. You already know. Hit that like button. Everyone hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are coming in here. Joey E, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. I've not seen you in the chat in a while, my guy. Appreciate you for coming back into the chat. Appreciate you for coming through. Said I'm back. Hopefully the Sixers can say that. But appreciate you for coming through, Joey E. Choosing the Pacers because that's on my card. Hey, I respect the opinion, but Harden, although he had a rough game against the Spurs, he had a really good game against the first two teams that we faced in the Celtics and the Bucks. He had a really dominating performance. Embiid is the one that needs to keep going, though, after he had a 40-point performance last game against the Spurs with no help by Harden, a little bit of help by Maxey, and then some help by Tobias Harris. But the Sixers just need to get it going either way, but we'll see what happens, see if the Pacers will come out with a dub, if the Sixers can get their first win of the season. I know it's kind of shocking, Joey E., but let's see if that can change tonight with the Sixers win. We got to get a win here at the Wells Fargo. We need to get a win on the season. We got to get on the board here. We got to get a win. Let's go. Also, on the 49ers losing to the Chiefs 44-23. I mean, when it all comes down to it, I kind of figured the Niners were going to lose this game anyway, because, you're going up against Patrick Mahomes. You're going up against, Travis Kelce and the rest of that offense. That defense, no matter what they look like, they can still be deadly. So I kind of figured your 49ers, SG Sports Talk, they were going to lose to the Chiefs, since I do see that you are a 49ers fan based on your logo. But I'm sure the Niners will eventually bounce back. But let's see what happens going into this game tonight. But See if your Niners can bounce back, man. I think it was a good signing. I mean, McCaffrey with a few carries for, I think it was like 83 yards or something like that. I mean, no running back's going to come out in the first game, whether if it's a veteran or a rookie, and absolutely ball out like Christian McCaffrey on a different team. But it was definitely a better way for Christian McCaffrey, to get out of Carolina, and it's a better way for him to get out of Carolina with a horrendous offensive line and go to a much better offensive line in the San Francisco 49ers. So definitely in my eyes, I see Christian McCaffrey getting much better protection so he doesn't get injured every year. But when it all comes down to it, McCaffrey's got to stay healthy, which is the main concern right now. And you know what? He would have never done that in a million years with the Carolina Panthers. He's going to have a better shot in San Francisco to stay healthy because he has a much better offensive line. Let's appreciate it, Joey. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, how about the Fightins? How about that? How about the Fightins and the Birds? The Philadelphia Phillies to the World Series and the Eagles 6-0 going into this game on Sunday against the Steelers in the Steagles Bowl, the All-Pennsylvania Bowl, whatever in the world you want to call it. I'll have a preview out on Friday to break it all down. I'll break it all down as much as I can, so don't worry. I'll break down the Eagles and Steelers. The Steagles Bowl and the Old Pennsylvania Bowl, whatever in the world you want to call it, that's that game on Sunday. I hope not, because this team is supposed to show that we can contend for the top seed in the Eastern Conference. We're supposed to show that we are a contending team. So far, we haven't shown that so far through 3 weeks. We have not shown it so far. We need to change that. And it has to start tonight against the Pacers. It has to. It has to change. To be honest, the Niners are a good football team. If they get a right quarterback, who knows how well they will do. Yeah, but I mean, the Niners are going to probably roll with Trey Lance for a little bit because, I mean, Trey Lance has to get some playing time, by the way. Hopefully Trey Lance does get back from injury soon. I know they said I think he was out for the year, but hopefully he comes back to the team healthy, and we'll find a way to get things done when he returns to San Francisco next season. At that point, that'll probably be in my eyes, the end of Jimmy Garoppolo. Because if Trey Lance can stay healthy, Garoppolo's not coming back. So at this point, hopefully Trey Lance comes back and comes back healthy. And CC says, "Go Phillies, go Eagles." You already know. So Sixers will lose every game. All right, now you're just tripping. Now you're joking at this point because we are not going 0-82. We're not going 0-82. Once we get our stuff together, and please, for the love of God, get rid of Doc Rivers because that man needs to go. We need to have Sam Cassell coach this team. Sam Cassell has got to coach this team. I pretty much cannot stand Doc Rivers anymore. I just can't. Oh my gosh! Now you're just joking. Now you're just playing fun and games. Hey, it's hard to be funny in the chat. We're all good with it. As long as no one's toxic, no one spams, no one shows disrespect, it's all good here. If Philly sports teams do not win any chips this year, I'm going to watch the USFL just like last year. The USFL is literally a league where everyone just suffers, man. It's crazy. The USFL is just like so boring. It's like, come on. Hey, the Philadelphia Stars were able to be the runner-up in the USFL. I need to know the Sixers, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if the Sixers can just like get their stuff together, I mean, obviously you got to get used to like the new weapons around you and PJ Tucker, DeAnthony Melton, Daniel House, Montrezl Harrell. But keep in mind that the fact that Joel Embiid is even playing in this game with plantar fasciitis. He's playing with that on his foot. He's playing with plantar fasciitis. He's playing with it. He's literally playing through it. He shouldn't even be starting right now. It should be Montrezl Harrell until Embiid is 100% healthy and ready to go. It's all good, man. It's all good. Here's the big three. Joel Embiid, Maxey, and Harden, just as Joey E says right there. It's all right, man. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But, guys, we got 4 people in here and 2 likes. Everyone get the likes up. Let's go. We need those likes up. Bring that like number up. And everyone share out the stream. We need more viewers up in the chat. Let's go. I know it's Monday Night Football and everything. That doesn't mean more people cannot come up into the chat and support. Yes, sir. Big likes. You already know, Joey E. Everyone hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. And share out the stream. We need more viewers up in the chat. Let's go. The game is probably about to get started here, as this should hopefully be where the starting lives come in. Shouldn't go into anything else. And they got someone ringing the bell. They got Andre Blake ringing the bell so far before the game even begins. And then the starting lives will come in for both teams. The starting lives come in now for both teams. So for the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Aaron Nesmith, Jalen Smith, and Isaiah Jackson. For the Philadelphia 76ers, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid playing through that plantar fasciitis. He said it's not bothering him anymore, but he did admit that he had something like that going on over the offseason. So we'll see what we can get out of the Sixers tonight. Hopefully they find a way to come out here with a win. As Maxey gets ready to go, shows the board to his teammates and the coaches and everything, getting ready to step on the court. Who do you think will win between the Chargers and the Niners, and what are your thoughts on Justin Herbert? I mean, you know, the Chargers, I mean, they're like an up and down team. They're like a wild card team in terms of like going up and down and stuff. And you know, the Niners are trying to find their way there with Jimmy G back at quarterback. So we'll see. I mean, and then in terms of Justin Herbert, he's also got up and down too. I mean, there's been some good moments for him. There's been some bad moments, but at the end of the day, I think if Herbert wants to get into the MVP conversation, he's got to step up his game a little bit. Sub count went up. Let's go. Guys, everyone subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Share out the stream. Let's go. Did it go up? I want to see. Did it go up? Oh, yeah, it did go up. Guys, appreciate the support, man. We got 468 right now. Tip-off's about to begin. Let's go. As the tip is underway, Sixers will win it, and we're underway here in the Wells Fargo Center. Maxey starting out with the ball here for the 76ers. Maxey matching up with Halliburton. Gets it over to Harden. Harden with the fake over to Maxey. Comes around the screen. Harden looking for options. Kicks out to Harris. Harris wide open for 3. That's no good for Tobias Harris. And Embiid try getting the rebound. The ball's still loose, and Embiid finally picks it up. It's over to Harden, over to Harris again for 3. That's good for Tobias Harris to start out this one. Tobias Harris already getting things going here to start this off. There's Halliburton bringing it down the other end. Halliburton tosses it over. With us to Jalen Smith, back to Halliburton. Halliburton matching up with Maxey. Halliburton lobs it up, and that is good. And that would be, I believe that is Isaiah Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, that it was Isaiah Jackson, but Harden will take it down the floor. Harden with the ball, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid out to Maxey. Maxey kicks it out to Harden. Harden on the inside, back out to Maxey. Maxey got to handle it. Maxey still looking. Maxey shoots a 2 from the side. No good, and it's rebounded by number 23 for the Indiana Pacers. I believe that is Isaiah Jackson. Halliburton gets it over to Hield. Hield back to Halliburton. Halliburton with the loose ball, and Harden picks it up for the Sixers. Harden looking for options. Harden shoots a 3 from the top of the key. That comes up just short off the front of the rim, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Buddy Hield bringing the ball down the floor here for the Pacers. Gets it over to Isaiah Jackson, I do believe. Jackson with the 2 is good. So to make that 4-3 now in favor of the Indiana Pacers. Harden tosses it over to Maxey. Maxey over to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey. I don't know what the heck is going on. They showed a clip of the Phillies game for a second. I don't know what the heck they just did. As They lose the ball out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover for the Sixers with 10 minutes to go in the first. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton. And the center goes ahead and misses it, but Halliburton able to put it back. And the Pacers, just like that, are up 6-3 on the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Tobias Harris, over to Embiid. Embiid looking for options. Gets it over to Harden. And Harden with the jam. James Harden slamming it down for two. Halliburton with the ball, bringing this down the other end here for the Pacers. Halliburton gets over to Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith with a three. That is good for Jalen Smith. And the Pacers are now up 9-5 on the 76ers. Harden with the ball, gets it over to Embiid. Embiid looking for options. Finds Maxey. Maxey tried to go up with it for two. Was blocked. Kicks out to Tucker in the corner for three. That's good for P.J. Tucker. Sixers down by 1, 9-8 with under 9 minutes to go in the first. Hield with the ball. Gets over to Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith with the two. Is no good. It's rebounded by the Sixers. But someone got called for the foul. Looks like it's on Harden. I don't know what for, but I don't know what it's for, but I feel like Harden didn't even do anything. What a pass by Maxey out to Tucker in the corner. That was perfect. Hield with the ball here for the Sixers. Hield kicks this out to Halliburton. Halliburton with the ball around the screen. Halliburton coming inside. Shoots a two. High arcing, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Sixers. Harden bringing the ball down the other end here for Philly. Harden. Sort of around the screen. Harden spinning. Kicks out to Embiid. Embiid. Looking. Embiid shooting a two from the free throw line. That's good for Joel Embiid. Let's hope that the plantar fasciitis is not going to bother him as Halliburton kicks this out. And 23 gets blocked by Embiid. Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Harris kicks it out to Harden, out to Tucker. Tucker over to Embiid. Embiid looking. Kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey pump fakes. Maxey comes inside. Kicks out to Harris. In the corner for three. That does not go for Tobias Harris. And it's rebounded by the Pacers. Halliburton gets out to Buddy Hield. Doesn't get it to go, but it'll be 3 free throws at the line here for Buddy Hield. He'll go to the free throw line for 3, and then the foul will be on Tobias Harris. Yeah, man, let's go. Let's go, man. I see all the chats here, Joey E. I see it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Buddy Hield, the first free throw for Buddy Hield at the line is good. Keep in mind, guys, Buddy Hield will get 3 of these because he did shoot a three-pointer. Joey says, Embiid! Second one is also good for Buddy Hield. He gets 1 more at the line because, again, guys, he did shoot a three-pointer. Come on, man. That's not a realistic score. But, hey, I know you're just joking. Third one at the line for Buddy Hield is good, so he'll make all 3 at the free throw line, and the Pacers will be ahead by 2, 12-10. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey gets it over to Embiid. Embiid. I don't know what Embiid's doing. Gets out to Tucker barely. Harden's wide open for 3, and that's good for James Harden. Harden puts the Sixers back in front by 1. Gets over to Jalen Smith, and apparently the Sixers forgot how to play defense. As Tucker tried to not make contact, but turns out the foul will be against P.J. Tucker, as Jalen Smith will fall to the ground. And Jalen Smith did make the bucket, so he'll go to the line for 1 more. You got all these chats right here. Sixers losing 115-109. I can respect it. I mean, take all opinions here. I mean, we win, we win. We lose, we lose. Embiid with the ball, spinning. Embiid with the hook shot. Did not get it. Harris saves it. Out to Maxey. Over to Embiid. Embiid matching up. Embiid coming inside. Embiid looking for options. Embiid loses it. And a foul will come against the Pacers. It will be on Isaiah Jackson. I do believe that's who got the foul call for the Pacers. And yes, it was Isaiah Jackson. That's right. I forgot Aaron Nesmith was in the starting lineup. I forgot. Here we go. Embiid at the line for two. The first one for Joel Embiid is good at the line. First one is good for Joel Embiid at the line. They'll shoot one more. Right on Monday Night Football. It's the Patriots and the Bears. Patriots should win this game no matter who's starting a quarterback between Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, which I think they said it's going to be Mac. We'll see tonight. And the second one is good at the line, and the Sixers will be back in front by 1. Halliburton to bring the ball down the other end will match up with Tyrese Maxey. The battle of the number zeros and the former 2020 to 2021 draft picks, as the shot is missed by the Pacers and it's rebounded by Tobias Harris, who gets it out to Harden. Harden, bring the ball down the other end. Harden, looking. Still looking. Harden. It's out to Harris for 3. That's going to come up short, and the Sixers will get the rebound, and it's rebounded by P.J. Tucker, who gets it out to Harden. Harden, looking for options, comes inside. Harden, pump fakes, kicks it out to Harris. Harris, coming inside. Harris out to Harden again. Harden's going to have to take it at the top of the key, and it misses from Harden, and it's rebounded by Halliburton for the Pacers. Halliburton trying to kick it out to Hield, and it's going to be a travel on Tyrese Halliburton. You can't do that, Halliburton. You can't complain either, because otherwise you're getting technical. It looks like it's going to be a timeout by the Pacers after that one. They might want to look that over. Yeah, Bears versus Patriots. SG Sports Talk says it right there. Said barn burner. And she meant to say go Bears. Yep. Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi. I think they said it's going to be Mac Jones, but if he doesn't go, it will be Bailey Zappi starting. Appreciate it, man. I'm streaming Eagles versus Houston. Probably not, because that is a Thursday night football game. If that would have been this Thursday, then I probably could have done that, but I will not be streaming Eagles versus the Texans. Joey says, Zappi. We'll see who starts on Sunday, man, between Mac Jones and Zappi. I mean, with Zappi actually doing pretty well as the starter for the Patriots, there could be a quarterback controversy in New England. I mean, 2 young QBs. 2 young QBs go at it. Now, this is funny. If you're Zappi and you know it, got your hand done. Oh, brother. Oh, guys, also someone else that the Sixers are going to have to look out for in this game. The rookie Benedict Mathurin has been doing some big things actually for the Indiana Pacers. Was the 6th overall pick in the draft. How did he go to? Yeah, rookie out of Arizona got taken with the 6th overall pick in the draft by the Pacers. Tell you, man, this game's not going to be easy, but let's see if we can find a way to win. I'm wearing the Tyrese Maxey jersey, man. If you cannot see right there, I am indeed wearing the Maxey jersey. Hoping Maxey's got a big game. I mean, so far for Maxey, hasn't put up any points. He's actually the only one in the starting line with no points on the board. But honestly, also, guys, it might be time to start playing Shake Milton, Furkan Korkmaz, and Paul Reed. Might be time to start playing them. As Embiid's just on the bench for a little bit, they're probably going to give Montrezl Harrell some early run here. Indiana Pacers started 4 for 5, and ever since that point, they're 1 for 5. Zappi, yep, I'm on the Zappi train. I hope Commissioner will get tired of the Eagles wins. The Eagles lost to the bye week 69. I don't think that can happen. As Harrell gets the ball, kicks out to Harris in the corner. 4-3. That was rimmed out, and I don't know how that rimmed out. That so should have went in. But Indiana takes a 3, and that is good. And that was Buddy Hield with the bucket for the Pacers. There's James Harden with the ball. Harden around the screen. Harden matching up with Isaiah Jackson. Harden still looking. Harden setting everyone up. Try to kick it out. That'll be out of bounds though by Tyrese Halliburton, and it'll remain Sixers ball with 7 on the shot clock. That could have been a turnover though for the Sixers. Like I said before, he's kind of an up and down player. It's going to be based on how the way he plays. It's pretty much the same for every athlete. But Maxey inbounds it here to Daniel House, gets it over to Harden. Harden back to House in the corner for 3. That is good for Daniel House from the corner, and the Sixers lead by 1 yet again. Halliburton with the ball here for the Pacers. Kicks it down to Isaiah Jackson. Isaiah Jackson down to Aaron Nesmith. Nesmith, a 2. That's no good, and Maxey will get the rebound. Harden gets over to Daniel House. Back to Harden. Harden. Looking. Harden. Still looking. Harden comes inside. Harden step back 2. That's no good. But Daniel House with the putback. Daniel House with 5 early points off the bench. Gets out in the corner for 3. And that's going to be no good. Jalen Smith gets the rebound for the Pacers. Gets out to Isaiah Jackson. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Montrezl Harrell, who tried to take the charge. It turns out it will be a blocking foul according to the female referee. No way, dude. We're not losing to a man by the name of Kenny Pickett, who already has 7 interceptions in the first, 2 games that he's played. 2 or 3 games. Just put a bunch of periods. No way in heck. Of the Eagles, and they will start this 6-game losing streak. Absolutely not. The Eagles are not losing to the Steelers, especially in Philly. They do. I saw pictures of my feet. Shock. No way, dude. First one was missed, by the way, by Isaiah Jackson. Ugh, go Pickett. Second one is also missed. It's a shame that was not in the second half because all Sixers fans could have free Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, and D'Anthony Melton trying to put a layup up and in, but he will be fouled and go to the line for 2. Foul coming against Isaiah Jackson. Joey E with the question mark. But D'Anthony Melton to the line for 2 here. First one for D'Anthony Melton is good. So D'Anthony Melton pushing the Sixers lead out to 4. Chance to make it 5 with another free throw right here. Isaiah Jackson goes to the bench. In comes Goga Bitadze for the Indiana Pacers, getting some early run. D'Anthony Melton so far off the bench, averaging 5 points a game. Second one for Melton is also good. And Bitadze inbounds it here to Halliburton. Halliburton with the ball, matching up with Harrell. Why is Harrell on Tyrese Halliburton? Hield for 3. That's no good for Buddy Hield. Montrezl Harrell got the ball over to Harden. Harden coming inside. Flips it out to Harris. Out to Harden again. Harden looking. Shoots a corner 3. No good for James Harden, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Halliburton kicks it out. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton comes inside for 2. It's no good, and then the foul, I believe, is going to go. I think it's against Tobias Harris. Actually, so far, I think is the only one not on the board for the Sixers starting lineup. Yes, and I was correct on that. So far, Tyrese Halliburton averaging 25.7 points a game. And the first one for Halliburton is good at the line. Georges Niang stepping into the game here for the Sixers, taking the place of Tobias Harris. No way. Not against... Are you seriously telling me that our secondary is trash? Because you're definitely taking a pack of something. As the second one's also good for Halliburton and Harden to bring the ball down the other end of the floor to start. Harden with the ball. I think Halliburton might have only made 1 or 2. As Melton goes around the screen, gets out to Harden. Harden saying it up to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell, being the scrappy player he is, gets blocked by Batadze. And they'll bring it down the other end here with Halliburton. Kicks it out. With Buddy Hield taking the 3. That's no good by Buddy Hield. And Niang gets the rebound for the Sixers. Out to Danuel House, over to Harden. Harden. Down the screen. Harden behind the back to Niang for 3. That's good for Georges Niang. So already some early bench production by the Sixers. Need to keep this up for 4 quarters to have any chance of winning this game. Exactly. With our secondary and our linebackers and our D-line as long as Jonathan Gann does not mess this up, we will pick it off of Pickett. Said nah. Jalen Hurts have 95 yards and touchdowns. Dude, what are you talking about? That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Just apply Disney somehow. To go Pickett. So I'm smoking that pot. We're taking that Padres pack, man. But yeah, man. So far, a solid start by the Sixers. I mean, early bench production, though, that I like. I mean, Danuel House with 5, Melton with 2, Niang with 3. I mean, I'll take that. I mean, we got to keep that going, though. That's just 10 points already off the bench. Need more bench production. How did Joey know he was smoking a nut? Don't Hurts? Well, Hurts is in my eyes, a dark horse for the MVP. He's a dark horse. And I'm going to continue to say it. Jalen Hurts is still my dark horse MVP. J-O-H-N. Maybe it would be a great replacement for Jimmy Garoppolo. Nah, dude, Jimmy G. I mean, if Trey Lance is going to come back and play a fully healthy season, then they don't need Jimmy G anymore. And they have Brock Purdy, who, went 4 for 9 in terms of accuracy. But there's no chance, man. Like anything Philly. I mean, he's a Niners fan based on his logo. Hurts, you don't like Hurts. I gotta stop, right, Joey? Saying too many jokes. All right, here we go. Sixers are on 10-2 scoring run. Here we go. 3:15 left to go in the first quarter. Halliburton with the ball gets it over to double zeros, and that's going to be a loose ball, and it's going to be recovered by the Sixers. Melton picks it up, gets out to Niang. Niang a 3. Comes up short for Georges Niang, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Double zero being Benedict Mathurin. As McConnell gets it over to Batadze. Batadze looking, puts one up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Sixers. Harden putting this all the way up for Harrell, and Harrell does not put it in the first time, but will be fouled by number 3, Chris Duarte. Harrell to go to the line for 2. But I mean, Harrell could have easily had an and 1. Montrezl Harrell last season averaged 13 points a game, 6 rebounds. And the first one for Montrezl Harrell is good at the line. Go ahead, man. Let us know something. And you're 9, you're 5 feet tall. Jeez. This will end the season 6-11. Nah, no chance. And the second one for Harrell is also good at the line. So 2 for 2 at the line for Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell has gotten a lot better at his shooting. As McConnell gets it down the other end, gets it over to Batadze. Batadze looking for options. Pacers haven't scored in 3.5 minutes. Mathurin. Pump faking. Mathurin. Turns it over. Harden picks it up. Harden's got the ball. Harden lofts it up for Harrell. Harrell picks it up. And Harrell will be fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 more. Foul coming against Goga Batadze. Harden will go back to the free throw line. Man, this is your holy growth story, man. It's crazy. But Montrezl Harrell back to the line for 2 more free throws here. First one for Montrezl Harrell at the line is good. Montrezl Harrell's definitely gotten a lot better at the line for a center. He's doing really well at the line for a center up to this point. But Tyrese Maxey is stepping into the game here. I'm not sure who's coming out. I would assume it's like the Anthony Melton or something like that. I don't know who's coming out. If it's not Melton, it's not Melton. It's going to be James Harden, I think. As the second one for Montrezl Harrell is missed. So Montrezl Harrell, though, starting out 3 for 4 at the line. I mean, I like the points we're putting up. I like it. As here we go. Number 21 putting this out for the rookie, Mathurin. Mathurin gets it down to Duarte. Well, someone got to Duarte for a 2. It's no good. Melton gets the rebound. Melton getting this down to Maxey. And someone tangled up with Montrezl Harrell. That's going to be number 1 on Benedict Mathurin. That's going to be on the rookie from Arizona. And Montrezl Harrell to head back to the line for 2 more. So Montrezl Harrell already getting a lot of production at the free throw line. I mean, I like it. I mean, the fact Montrezl Harrell's getting opportunities to put up points for the bench is really something that we should be proud of because we haven't seen a lot of bench production in the last few games. So this is our opportunity to get that going as the first one's good for Montrezl Harrell at the line. Of course you will. You're a Niners fan. But you know what? SG Sports Talk, that's not happening. Montrezl Harrell with 4 points so far. All those points have come from the free throw line. That's right. I forgot the Pacers also have Sixers legend Trevelin Queen. Second one is also good for Montrezl Harrell. So Montrezl Harrell starting out 5 for 6 from the free throw line. I mean, I'll take that by Montrezl. Or 5 for 7? He's one of those 2. But Mathurin with the ball here. Mathurin, what looks like a 3 is no good. But Duarte with the rebound gets that one to go. And the Pacers are down by 9. Maxey gets it over to Daniel House. House with the pump fake. Out to Harrell. Harrell. Out to Melton. Melton. Down to Niang. Niang for 3. That's no good off the back of the rim. And we'll go the other way with it here as I don't know what happened. Might have been contact. Unnecessary contact by the Sixers or whatever the penalty is. But it's actually going to be against Daniel House. Let's see. For Niners lose to a team. Fuck it. Oh, he already did. Yeah, that's right. That's the sports talk. I mean, what happened to those Niners against the Falcons, man? A lot of pressure on the rookie from Arizona, Benedict Mathurin. He goes to the free throw line for 2. Most points scored in first 3 career games. Benedict Mathurin making the top 5 in that category behind Jerry Stackhouse, Dominique Wilkins, Michael Jordan, and Isaiah Thomas. First one was good for Benedict Mathurin at the line. I mean, if Benedict Mathurin keeps playing at this level, he has a bright future ahead of him. Second one for Mathurin is also good at the line. So that'll put the Pacers down by 7. Minute 10 left to go here in the first quarter. Maxey going to his left. Maxey looking for options, finds Embiid. Embiid looking. Embiid gets over to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey, out to Melton. Melton's got to take the shot. Shoots it, makes it. DeAnthony Melton. The Sixers with some early bench production here. Got to stay this for 4 quarters, though. Here we go. With TJ McConnell with the ball, I do believe, for the Pacers. Matching up with Tyrese Maxey. McConnell gets it out to Duarte. Duarte down to, that's Oshae Brissett. That'll be no good. I know we'll be rebounded by the Sixers. That was Oshae Brissett, by the way, getting the shot. Here's Maxey with the ball here. About 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Maxey matching up with McConnell. Maxey looking. Maxey going to his right. Gets over to Embiid. Out to Niang. Niang pump fakes. Niang gets through everyone. Shoots it. Does not make it over. Shoots it. But the Sixers with a good first quarter. I mean, I will take that by any means. The Sixers with a good first quarter right there. Oh, wait, hold up. So, actually, it was a turnover. So, McConnell gets it over. So, another man for 3. And then now it's officially over. That was Oshae Brissett, by the way, taking the shot. And now, officially, after the end of the first quarter, 14-6 run by the Philadelphia 76ers to lead over the Pacers at the end of the first quarter, 33-23 as we go to quarter number 2. Good start for the Sixers, man. I really am liking what I'm seeing. Let's get to the chat here real quick. You also win the Super Bowl. Was the one that was serious? I hope so, man. Philadelphia Eagles have Trey Sermon, who used to play for the 49ers, now plays in the city, brotherly love. Hey, also, used to play, not sure if you guys can see underneath, but used to play for the team on my shirt. Thank you very much. I know you all want to mention this college. Hold up, let me take this off. I know you all want to mention this college. I know you all want to. Also play for Ohio State. That's right. Also play for my Buckeyes. And we are Ohio State. We play Penn State this upcoming weekend. I can't wait for that game. I want to shut those Penn State fans up. Also Trey Sermon. I mean, he hasn't really gotten a lot of playing time. I mean, but he still has to go through depth like Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell. He kind of has to go through them. Really hasn't gotten a lot of playing time, but when he has gotten playing time, I think he's been a solid running back. I mean, I think he's honestly kind of that bruiser back since we did not end up getting McCaffrey, who did go to the Niners. But it is what it is. 76ers will get their yearly second round participation trophy. Oh, stop. I know you're just playing, though. The Flyers are the Flyers. I mean, it is what it is with them. I can't believe they lost to San Jose. Can't believe the 49ers trade Trey Sermon to the Eagles. I mean, y'all got some draft picks, I think, for it. Y'all love to see this. You all love to see this. I know y'all do. I understand. Look at that. Wait, hold up, wrong thing. Hold up. Wait a second. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And we hopefully will be owning Penn State this weekend coming up. But as the second quarter begins here, McConnell gets it over to Batadze. Batadze back to McConnell. McConnell over to Duarte. Duarte coming inside. Duarte shoots a 2, and that's good for Chris Duarte. 11.5 minutes left. Only 30 seconds in here to the second quarter. Maxey coming around screen. And Maxey, I think, might have traveled. Not down on what the offensive foul could have been on. But O'Shea Brissett here to do the inbound here to most likely TJ McConnell. Here we go. DeAnthony Melton checking out of the game here for the Sixers. McConnell having it off the inbound from O'Shea Brissett. McConnell looking. Comes around to Bennedict Mathurin screen. McConnell at the baseline. Gets it over. And someone stepped out of bounds here for the Pacers. That might have been Halliburton. Someone stepped out of bounds. But House kicking this out to Niang for three. That's good for George, the minivan, Niang. McConnell. Guess it's over to Mathurin, over to McConnell. McConnell over to Duarte. Duarte over to McConnell. Out to Mathurin. Mathurin, a three. That's no good for Bennedict Mathurin, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Maxey with the ball gets it over to Shake Milton. Out to Daniel House. Back to Embiid. Embiid looking. Tries to get over to Niang, who does save it. And then Embiid does get the ball. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey, a deep three. That's no good for Tyrese Maxey, as Tyrese Maxey is still looking for his first points of the night. They kick it out to Duarte for three. That's no good, and it's rebounded by the Sixers with Shake Milton. Milton with the ball. Milton gets it over to Embiid, over to Daniel House. Daniel House kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid from the three from the top of the key. That's no good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Duarte with the ball. Duarte gets over to Brissett. Brissett gets over to Batadze. Batadze gets it over to McConnell. McConnell coming inside. McConnell, a two. That's good for TJ McConnell. Of course, TJ McConnell finding buckets against his former team. Of course. Here we go. Maxey with the ball, bringing it down the floor for the Sixers. Gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton over to Embiid. Embiid matching up with Batadze. Embiid kicks it out to Niang. Pump fakes. Out to House in the corner for three. That's no good for Daniel House, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. And Mathurin cannot bring that ball back in play. And the minivan crashing into the table on the sideline. He's like, look out! Batadze with the ball. Batadze kicks it out to Mathurin. Mathurin tried to loft it up. It's no good, but it'll be a foul against the Sixers. Batadze, I believe. What is this? I was going to say, what is this? An inbound pass or some shot attempts? But Mathurin now for three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by Duarte. Get a rebound. There we go, Tobias. Tobias gets the rebound here for the Sixers. Harris gets over to Embiid. Embiid with the massive slam. Joel Embiid does that with one hand and slams it for two. And that will be another timeout. I believe that's going to be called by the Pacers again. As the Sixers off to a great start in the game. Got to keep this up, though. Cannot blow this. Now you have that wrong, SC Sports Talk. It's We Are Ohio State. We are Ohio State. Oh, no. Boo! We own you guys, though. Joey, all I can say to you being a Penn State fan is 2016. The last time y'all beat Ohio State. I believe it was, in fact, in the Happy Valley. How dare you, you little San Jose State fan. It's all good, man. Also root for Temple, but ouch with the throw up emojis. She is. That's sure. Sure just dope. I like the High State Buckeyes. Sure appreciate that, man. Now stop, Joey. You're just jealous. You're just jealous that we're not the team that lost to Michigan in Ann Arbor. Don't worry about Joey. He's a hater. I mean, you know, it's a rivalry, man. Penn State and Ohio State, it's a rivalry, you know. Sure is fire. Appreciate that, SG Sports Talk. Yeah, appreciate it. My time for Ohio State is when they're playing Michigan, Michigan State, and Notre Dame. Those are probably your three least favorite teams, honestly. But still, we own Penn State. So we can do the same thing on Saturday. Oh, you better believe I'm rocking the show with pride, man. Oh, stop, Joey E. You're just jealous that we're still undefeated while you guys lost to Michigan. Kind of rival colleges, so I have a hater pass. Yeah. I'll still look at 7-0 and they remain undefeated. That's facts. And hopefully we'll be remaining undefeated this weekend when we play Penn State. Appreciate that, SG Sports Talk. My agree on NFL, NBA, and NFL teams, but we just crown college football. When all else fails, hop on the Georgia bandwagon train. Hate everything. All right, anyway, let's go. Continue with this game. Sixers are really putting up the bench production, though, which I really like. It's mainly been coming from Daniel House, George Niang, Anthony Melton, and Montrezl Harrell. They are putting up bench production, and they're putting up more than what we have done so in the first 3 games of the season. McConnell gets this over to Mathurin. Out to McConnell. Back over to Mathurin. Mathurin, a deep 2. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Milton with the ball here for Philly. Milton coming inside, gets it over to Embiid, and Embiid with the layup is good, plus the foul. Joel Embiid to head to the free throw line for one more. Joel Embiid trying to put up as much as he can. Wow. James Robinson just got traded to the Jets. Oh my gosh. James Robinson just got traded. I mean, they had to. I mean, because of Breece Hall being out for the season, if you guys did not see. Embiid so far with 8 points, 3 for 5 from the field. He's doing solid right now. And the free throw is also good for Joel Embiid, so make that 9 points for Embiid on the night. But here we go. Here's Halliburton. Gets it down. It's number 2 for 3. That's no good for number 2. Number 2 for Indiana being Andrew Nembhard. But Maxey coming inside, lays one up, and that is good for Tyrese Maxey. First points of the game for Tyrese Maxey. First points. Here we go. Nembhard with the ball. It's so to Isaiah Jackson. Almost lose. Daniel House getting his hands, his mitts wet, but it will be out of bounds off of Daniel House, and it will stay with the Pacers with 13 on the shot clock. But where are we at here? I got State being Penn State by a score of 65. I hope it's something like that, man, because I want to stab all over Penn State. I want to stab them right in the mouth. I want to shut those Penn State fans up. Jalen Smith with the 2. That's no good, and Embiid gets the rebound. Ohio State, absolutely, man. We are Ohio State. Let's go. And Embiid with the ball. It's no good, but a foul did come on the floor. It looks like it is on Isaiah Jackson, and he's already complaining. Isaiah Jackson, can you just, shut your mouth or something? Please. Here we go. Looks like James Harden going to get back in the game here, replacing Shake Milton. Looks like Montrezl Harrell going to step in as well. Might be. I'm not sure if he's going to or not. And Montrezl Harrell stepping in as well. So Looks like they now have Embiid sitting down here. So they're gonna. I thought they were gonna really play some bully ball and go with Harrell and Embiid. That would have been something. But Maxey coming inside, kicks out to Harden. Harden's wide open for three, and that's no good. And it's rebounded by the Pacers. Buddy Hield with the ball, gets it over, and that will be good right there. On that note, for the Pacers, 14-point ball game, 43-29. Montrezl Harrell with the ball. Harrell gets over to Tobias Harris, and that'll be a foul against Buddy Hield. The good old Penn State fans. Ohio State's winning it. Ohio State's winning it. If you can't accept that, then so be it, Joey. And Tobias Harris with a three-pointer. That is good. Tobias Harris with the catch and shoot. Great start to the game for Tobias. Halliburton gets this over to Nembhard. Nembhard over to Buddy Hield. Hield with the ball. Hield kicks it out to Nembhard for a three. It's no good. Putback is also no good either. Harden gets the rebound now for the Sixers. Maxey, step back three. That's no good. Harris with the rebound. And Nembhard is not going to be able to pick that up. He's going to lose it. And it was going to be off of him last. I meant to say, go Ohio State, not F Ohio State. I thought you actually meant F Ohio State. I know we're probably going to lose, but you never know. We'll see, man. I mean, we'll see what happens. But Harden with the ball here for the Sixers. Harden coming inside. Harden's got to shoot a step back two. That is good for James Harden. But here we go. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton shoots a three, but it really is not going to matter because the timeout is called. Not sure it's going to be called by. Definitely got to be called by the Pacers, in my opinion. I don't think there's any way it's called by the Sixers because the Sixers are doing so well right now. I don't see any way it's called by them. F Penn State. Yeah, absolutely. And to say we are Ohio State. Thank you. We are Ohio State. There's no such thing as we are Penn State until Penn State can be us again. Notre Dame fan, here's the chat. Hopefully not. The way it'd all be so good. I know you said that like 3 times. Oh, well. Yeah. So, we're dramatic. You're 49ers fans, so I ain't shut. Oh, we got some trash talk in the chat. It's all good, though. Friendly trash talk is what it is. But, dude, Tobias Harris with a good start to this game. I mean, he really is 6 points. He's got more than that. There's no way Tobias Harris only has 6 points right now. Tobias Harris is being pretty aggressive, though. I mean, I like what I'm seeing at Tobias. Sixers have yet to have a player in double figures. No, Daniel House with 5, Niang with 6, and then Harrell and Melton with 5 as well. So some pretty good bench production. I mean, 21 points off the bench. I know, it feels like he has more. I'm telling you. It really feels like Tobias Harris is more than 6 points. It really does feel like Tobias Harris has more than 6 points. It really feels like Tobias Harris has more than 6 points, though. It really does. 3-point shooting, Tobias Harris with 1. P.J. Tucker in the corner with 1. Harden with 1. House with 1. Another one right there. Niang with 1. Niang's had multiple, so. 19-point lead, which is the largest lead in any game this season, which it was previously an 8-point lead, but here we go. Let's get this going. I mean, a lot of players are putting in that work right now. As usual, Joel Embiid leading our squad. As we go in the corner for three here, it's no good for, I believe that was Jalen Smith, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Maxey gets over to Harden. Harden with the ball. Harden gets over to Maxey. Maxey pump faking. Gets it over to Harris. And I don't know what the heck Tobias Harris was doing. Harrell gets it over to Buddy Hield, who, of course, knocks it down for three. Finally did something. Montrezl gets this over to James Harden. Harden gets out to PJ Tucker. Over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell back to Harden. Harden making sure he's not out of bounds. Gets it over to Harrell. And Harrell misses the layup. Come on, Montrez! And that bucket by Jalen Smith is good on that note. So now this will be a timeout by the Sixers. Should be pretty obvious who the timeout's on. It is by the Sixers for sure. After those couple buckets by the Pacers. But yeah, man, so far, pretty good start for the Sixers, honestly. I mean, however, the Pacers did manage to go on a little bit of a run. They went on like a 5-0 run. James Harden finding a way to get his playmaking going here. I'm going to just do this for a little bit. Put you two in timeout for a little bit. Here we go. They put it up for two. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Hield gets over to Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith, the two is good, plus the foul. Come on, Sixers. We got to stop going. We got to stop blowing this. Gotta stop blowing this, man. Can't blow this right now. Jalen Smith so far with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 for 7 from the field. Come on, Sixers. We can't blow this, man. Come on. And the extra free throw is good at the line. Anthony Melton with the ball here for the Sixers. Coming around the screen. Melton flips it out for Embiid. Embiid was wide open to take that. Gets it back out to Melton. Melton, a three is good for DeAnthony Melton. That is much better. That's looking much better. Halliburton gets this over to Jalen Smith. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton flips out to Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith, a three. That's good for Jalen Smith. Come on, guys. Where's the defense? Come on. Harden with the ball here for the Sixers. Harden. Looking, gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris back to Harden. Harden tried to put it up for Embiid. Jalen Smith all over him, and this will be an inbound pass for sure. That will 100% be on Jalen Smith for sure. Let's go Sixers. Come on. Yeah, I know. That defense has got to step up. That defense has got to be better than that, man. It's got to be better. It's Harden will inbound this here to DeAnthony Melton. Melton gets it over to Harden. Harden trying to kick it out. Shoots a two. That is good for James Harden. And here's Buddy Hield taking a three. That's no good for Buddy Hield. Here's Harden getting it over to Embiid. Embiid spinning. Embiid pump faking. Down to Harris. Harris the three from the corner is no good. And this one is going to stay with the Sixers. Buddy Hield being the last one to touch it here for the Pacers. Tobias not being the last one to touch it, thank God. Here we go. Melton inbounds to Harden. Harden. Looking for options. Flips out to Harris. Harris coming inside. Kicks it out. Melton, a three. That's no good for Melton. And B with the putback. But it'll go the other way. Jalen Smith going flying, and he is down. Gets back up slowly. That'll be the third on Embiid. So Harden's going to... Not Harden. Montrezl Harrell's going to have to play for a little while here. I don't know why he keeps... Like, what are you doing, Doc? Get it Harrell in this game. Please. Or Paul Reed's going to come in. First time in a while, Paul Reed's coming in the game. I think that might have been the first time this season. I mean, Embiid's on 3 fouls. He got us out the rest of the first half. Here we go. Haliburton with the ball here for. Lofts it up, and that was not even close to an alley-oop. Harden with the ball here for the Sixers. Bringing us down the other way. Harden coming inside, spinning. Gets it over to Paul Reed. Reed, kick out to Tucker. Tucker over to Harden. Harden kicks it out to Tobias Harris. Harris puts that in. Tobias Harris puts that in for two. Haliburton with the turnover. And Paul Reed with the steal. Lofted up for Harris. Beautiful play. I don't know who got that. That was James Harden. James Harden to Tobias Harris. That was perfect. 2 minutes in the first half. Here we go. Haliburton with the ball. Haliburton kicks it out. Kick it out multiple times. Out to Buddy Hield. Hield. Back to Haliburton. Haliburton, a deep three. That one's no good. Trying to get the rebound. That's no good. Jalen Smith trying to put it back, and he will head to the line for two. Looks like that one's going to be against Paul Reed. If not him, Tobias Harris. Amy Carson, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. Said she's already quite a while. I've been busy with sports at school. It's all right, Amy Carson. School and sports always comes first, especially if it's for school and everything like that. But appreciate you for being back in the chat, Amy Carson. No, you haven't been in the chat for a while. You haven't done so, Amy Carson. Hit that like button. Appreciate you for coming through. Welcome back to the chat, Amy. Appreciate you. Here we go. Jalen Smith at the free throw line for what should be two. And both of them are good to the line for Jalen Smith. Here we go. Minute 38 left. The inbound, and the clock will get back to rolling here. Tucker inbounds this to Maxey. Maxey with the ball gets over to Paul Reed. Reed loses it, and they'll lose it again. Hield. Well, that puts that up, and that will be good for Lombard. That was the first steal of the game for the Pacers. Harden with the ball here for the Sixers. Harden looking around the screen. Harden looking. Harden still looking for options. Harden over to Melton. Melton puts a two up. That is good for DeAnthony Melton. Plus the foul as well. DeAnthony Melton. DeAnthony Melton will go to the line for one more. About a minute left to go here in the first half. Second one for Melton is good. And B going to the locker room early. I don't know why. He better not have gotten injured, or that plantar fasciitis better not be bothering him. Haliburton gets over to Jalen Smith, and that is good. Here we go. Melton gets it over to Harden. Maybe Embiid just knows that he won't be needed for the rest of the first half. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden coming inside. Harden lays it up, and that is good for James Harden. That'll be a 16-point lead for the Sixers. Here we go. Indiana's coach better get off the court, dude. But here's Haliburton, kicks us out. To Taylor, out to Duarte. Rather to Lombard, and that's going to be no good. And Jalen Smith down, but it'll go to Sixers basketball. Paul Reed playing tough out there, trying to play tough as nails. Looks like Niang will check back in the game. Niang with a pretty productive first half, in my opinion. I mean, Niang with 6 off the bench. I mean, that's not bad at all. Sixers really putting up some great bench production. I really like what I'm seeing. I hope Embiid's not injured. Hopefully it's just to know that Embiid's not going to be back for the rest of the first half, because it probably won't be needed, because it will probably be Montrezl Harrell. Or Paul Reed, rather. As McConnell takes off the long shirt. Goes to one of the coaches. We won't need Embiid in garbage time with this man, but he better not be injured. That's all I'm going to say. As Harden comes inside, puts that up, and he will be fouled and go to the line for 2. 3.7 left to go here in the first half. And that will be also on Jalen Smith. I really hope Embiid is not injured. I am going to pray to God, Joel Embiid, please do not be hurt. I mean, he wasn't on the ground, dude. This better just know that Joel Embiid's not coming back for the first half. He was not on the ground. That plantar fasciitis better not be bothering him. That cannot start. First one was good at the line. First one was good at the line. I believe that was James Harden. So Niang goes out again. Paul Reed comes back in. My gosh, how many changes do we want to make? It's just 3.7 seconds. How many changes do we want to make, guys? Come on. Let's go. And then the second one for James Harden also go at the line. Sixers will lead by 18 most likely at the half. Haliburton gets stretched, just got to loft it up, and it's not even close. Threw that into the stands. And the Sixers will lead it by 18. And the end of the first half, Sixers will lead it 64-46. Beautiful first half for the Sixers. But Embiid did go to the locker room early. I hope that's just for the fact that he was not needed for the rest of the first half. I really hope it is not because of an injury. I am really praying that is not because of an injury for Joel Embiid. I am praying. Oh, my gosh. Please do not tell me Embiid's hurt. There's no way. I mean, Embiid wouldn't go to the locker room unless if he is not needed for the remainder of the first half to just get like a lot of rest in there. There's no way that Embiid can be hurt. He wasn't even down on the court before. He wasn't even down on the court. But here we go. It finally officially updated here. The scoreboard did finally update. As the Sixers lead by 18 points over the Pacers, 64-46. And we'll look over the first half stats. So here we go. So leading the Indiana Pacers right now, Jalen Smith leading the way with 17 points and 5 rebounds. Following that up is Buddy Hield with 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. And then Chris Duarte with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Tyrese Haliburton with 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists. Terry Taylor with 2 points and 4 rebounds. Andrew Nembhard with 2 points straight up. Benedict Mathurin with 2 points and 3 rebounds. TJ McConnell with 2 points straight up. And pretty much that's how the first half comes to a close. Not really a lot of production. Not really a lot of production coming out of the Pacers, but going to the Sixers side here, James Harden leading the way with 13.7 rebounds and 7 assists, followed by DeAnthony Melton off the bench with 11 points and 3 rebounds. Tobias Harris with 10.6 rebounds and an assist. Joel Embiid with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. By the way, guys, if you did not hear, Joel Embiid did go to the locker room early. I don't know what for. It cannot be because I wouldn't think it's because of an injury because he wasn't on the ground before and he got a lot of rest time. So hopefully it was just for the fact that he wasn't going to be named for the rest of the first half and just went to the locker room early for that reason. George Niang with 6 points and a rebound off the bench. Montrezl Harrell with 5 points straight up, and then Daniel House with 5 points, a rebound, and an assist. And then Tyrese Maxey, the least productive player for the Sixers that has scored points with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. So that's how the first half comes to an end for both teams. Now we look at the team stats here. Pacers shooting the ball 35% from the field to the Sixers 46%. Pacers shooting the ball 20% from 3 to the Sixers 35%. Pacers shooting the ball 77% from the free throw line to the Sixers 93%. Sixers are out rebounding the Pacers 25-24. Pacers are, however, doing it offensively 8-6. Sixers have more assists than the Pacers 15-12. Sixers have more blocks than the Pacers 4-1. Same on steals. Sixers have more 6-1. Sixers are also winning the turnover battle 8-3. Pacers have more points in the paint 22-20. And then a total of 22 personal fouls called, with 11 personal fouls called for each team. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are your first half stats. On that note, in this game between the Pacers and the Sixers. But ladies and gentlemen, that will take us to the halftime break. You guys pretty much know the drill because all you guys, there are none of you new ones in here as we will get right here for the halftime break. Ladies and gents, you guys pretty much know the drill. You guys are not new to this whatsoever. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Pacers and the Sixers. So you guys pretty much know the drill on what to do. So since you guys know the drill, I'll let you all have at it. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all back here for the second half. Let's hope the Sixers can find a way to get their first win of the season. All right, guys, I'm back here ready to go for the second half. Let's go. Here we go to begin the second half. Halliburton with the ball here, directing traffic already to start things off. Halliburton rolling to his right. Halliburton coming inside. Halliburton lofting one up for two. That's good for Tyrese Halliburton. But here we go. Harden with the ball here. Start the first possession of the second half of the Sixers. Harden gets over to Tobias Harris, over to Embiid. Embiid backing in, putting up a layup. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Halliburton with the ball gets over to Buddy Hield. Hield rolling to his left. Hield gets it over to Isaiah Jackson, and Jackson will be fouled here by Tobias Harris. Bench points tonight so far for the Sixers, 27 bench points. In the previous 3 games, it's been a total of 34 bench points in those last 3 games. So the Sixers almost have more than what they had in the first 3 games against the Bucks, Celtics, and Spurs combined. Isaiah Jackson, by the way, going to the line for 2. First one for Jackson is good at the line, so the Sixers will not get their Chick-fil-A chicken yet. And the second one for Isaiah Jackson is also good at the line. So now 64-50. Sixers still with the 14-point lead here. Should change that to. Here we go. And that will be taken away by Buddy Hield. But Buddy Hield shooting a 3. That's no good. And it's rebounded by Jalen Smith. And that was blocked by Joel Embiid. Embiid came over there to show who was boss. Block number 3 for the Sixers tonight. Hield with another 3. That's no good for Buddy Hield, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. And they go again for 3, and it's no good. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden looking for options. Harden coming inside. Kicks out to Embiid. Embiid taking a high-arcing 3. That's good for Joel Embiid. But Embiid with the steal, and then Tyrese is going to be fouled, and then Maxi's all confused. I think this was the score at halftime. But it hits Maxi. The question is, did it touch Halliburton? Did it hit Halliburton? It looks like it's going to be undecided, so they're just going to do a jump ball with Embiid and Jackson at half court. And the Sixers will win the tip on that note. And Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Harris matching up with Buddy Hield. Harris backing in, shoots a 2. That's good for Tobias Harris. Here we go. Halliburton to his right gets out to Buddy Hield. Hield gets over to Isaiah Jackson. Back to Buddy Hield. Hield over to Isaiah Jackson, who will miss the dunk, but will be fouled, I believe, by Tobias Harris, and yes, it will. Tobias Harris also with 2 years left on his contract still. Worth over $70 million, so see if the Sixers keep him for one more year, depending on how productive Tobias Harris will be this year. The Sixers fans, they want their Chick-fil-A chicken. Isaiah Jackson, give it to them. Answer's going to be no as he makes the first one. And it's not going to matter if he makes the second. if he misses the second one, because you need 2 misses in order to give the Sixers fans what they want, which was the Frosty Freeze out. Now it's the Chick-fil-A chicken. The second one is missed by Isaiah Jackson. PJ Tucker picks it up, and he'll get it over to Maxey, and Maxey will take it down the floor for the Sixers. Maxey looking, gets out to Embiid. Embiid coming inside, puts up a 2. It's no good, and it looks like it's going to be a foul against the Pacers. And it's going to be against Isaiah Jackson. Unless, if it's not him, it's against Aaron Nesmith. Also, I do believe he is the former Celtic. But Embiid to the line for 2 since he did end up missing the shot. It is going to be, it looks like against Aaron Nesmith first, and then it's going to be against Isaiah Jackson. I think it's going to be against Nesmith because he made contact with Embiid first. First one for Joel Embiid at the line is good. Joel Embiid increasing the Sixers lead to 19, can increase it to 20 with the bucket right here. So far, Embiid with 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 for 7 from the field. So Embiid shooting the ball at a solid level. I don't think he's shooting the ball that bad. He's actually shooting it pretty well, in my opinion. Second one for Embiid at the line is also good, and that will be officially a 20-point lead for the Sixers, 71-51. Here we go. Halliburton with the ball here for the Pacers. Halliburton taking a 3. That's good for Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton trying to give the Pacers some life here, but he's going to need some more than that to have any chance of comeback, which I hope doesn't happen. Maxey with the ball gets over to Embiid. Embiid gets it over to Harden. Harden coming inside, kicks it out to Harris. Harris a 3. No good, and Smith does get the rebound. And the layup is good for Isaiah Jackson. Here we go. Here's Harden with the ball. Gets it over to Embiid. Embiid trying to set everyone up. Embiid coming inside. Puts up a layup. It's no good. But he will get the foul call late. And he'll head to the charity stripe for 2. Foul coming against Isaiah Jackson. But Embiid's at the line for 2 more. First one for Embiid at the line is good. So Joel Embiid continuing to increase the lead for the Sixers. Most 40-point and 10-rebound games since 2017-2018. Embiid's got the most with 27, followed up by Giannis with 22, Harden with 20, Anthony Davis with 16, and then Russell Westbrook with 12. Be on Thursday with 40 points and 13 rebounds to add another one to that. The second one is good for the line, at the line for Joel Embiid. Here we go. Here's Halliburton with the ball. Bring this down the other end here for the Pacers. Halliburton going to his left. Kicks it out to Nesmith. Harris almost with the steal. Hield's got it, though. Out to Nesmith. Kick it out multiple times. Out to Halliburton for 3. That's good for Tyrese Halliburton. That's another triple for Tyrese Halliburton tonight. Here we go. Maxey kicks it out to Harden. Harden flips over to Embiid. Embiid down to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid. Embiid over to Harris. Harris coming inside. Back out to Embiid. Embiid looking for options. Gets it over to Harden. Harden gets it over to Embiid. Back to Harden. Over to Harris. And that will be a blocking foul. This will be a blocking foul here for the Pacers. So I'm not sure if Tobias was trying to shoot it. I don't think he was. He never took the shot attempt, so it'll be 3.8 on the shot clock left. It's not going to be a charge, I think. I don't think they could challenge that call. It's going to be an inbound pass here. They'll reset it up to 14. Harden with the ball. Harden comes inside. Harden, step back 2. No good for James Harden. That comes up way short. Here we go. Buddy Hield bringing the ball down the other end. Hield. Round a screen. Hield. Out to Nesmith. And then out to Halliburton, back to Nesmith in the corner for 3. That's no good for Aaron Nesmith. And B gets the rebound. Out to Harden, over to Harris. Harris coming inside, kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey wanted to shoot the corner 3, does not take it. Kicks it out to Harden. Harden around the screen, back out to Embiid. Embiid's wide open for 3. And that goes off the back of the rim. No good for Joel. Halliburton with the ball. Halliburton looking. Kicks it out. Hield for 3. That's good for Buddy Hield. Come on, guys. We got to stop blowing this here. Come on. They're not going to quit. We haven't had a field goal made in the last 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Embiid trying to set everyone up. Embiid gets out to Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Kicks out to Harris. Harris coming inside. Kicks it out to Harden. Harden with the pump fake. Harden kicking it out to Harris again. Harris a 3. That's good for Tobias Harris, and that will break that field goal drought. Sixers will lead by 14 now with that bucket by Tobias Harris from 3. Halliburton gets out to Batadze. Batadze gets this over to Hield, and Hield with the layup is good. Maxey with the ball. Trying to get this all the way up to Harris. Does do so. Harris kicks out to Tucker. Back out to Maxey. Maxey, a 3 is no good. Tobias Harris trying to rebound. Does not do so. And it's rebounded by the Pacers. And that will be a charging foul against the Pacers, and it's going to go the other way. I mean, did they set up? Feet were planted by Maxey, so I will agree with the call by the officials saying that that is an offensive foul. Feet were already planted at the time, so I can agree with that call. Yeah, guys, if you haven't done so, man, hit that like button on the stream, hit that subscribe button if you guys know. And want to share the stream so we can bring more views up in the chat. But yeah, guys, Sixers hanging on to a pretty good lead here against the Pacers. Cannot blow this one, start out 0-4. Cannot do it. You do it, it's unacceptable. But yeah, guys, appreciate everybody for coming through. Good lead by the Sixers right now by any means. Sixers look to keep this going, man. Please, Sixers, please do not blow this lead. I'm going to go crazy if the Sixers blow this lead. I'm going to go crazy. Here we go. Sixers game about to get right back on here. After they go through their sponsors, Sixers game will continue. Here we go, man. Continuing the second half here. Here we go. Third quarter about to get back underway. 5:49 left to go here in the third quarter. I don't know who's inbounding it here. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know what Doc wants here. As they'll officially inbound now, and the clock is back running. Harden with the ball here for the Sixers. Harden gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell looking for options, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Maxey with the layup. It's no good. Maxey having a rough night tonight, man. Buddy Hield coming inside. Puts it up. That's no good. And it will go the other way, though, regardless. I don't think it was a goaltend by Tobias Harris because they didn't put anything on. Here we go. Harden with the ball. Gets over to Maxey. Maxey. Step back two. It's no good. Tyree's having a rough night, man. Halliburton out to Hield. A three. No good for Buddy Hield. Harris with the takeaway. Harris out to Harden. Harden. Looking for options. Matching up with Halliburton. Harden. Still looking. Harden now taking the three-point shot. That's good for the beer. James Harden finally putting one in. Here we go. Tyrese Halliburton with the ball here. Halliburton. Gets over to Hield for three. It's no good. Tucker will just let it go out of bounds. And it'll be Sixers ball. Here we go. Under 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. But Tucker will go to the bench, and same thing with Tobias. Niang to enter back into the game here for the Sixers. No Montrez in this game. And then Daniel House to enter the game too as well. Harden with the ball here for the Sixers. Harden looking. Round the screen. Harden gets over to Niang. Niang pump fake and gets it out to Melton for three. No good that time, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Trying to get it out to Halliburton. It was deflected, I believe, by D'Anthony Melton. So looks like we're going to the lineup of Daniel House, James Harden, D'Anthony Melton, George Niang, and Montrezl Harrell. Halliburton gets it over to Hield, back to Halliburton. Halliburton step back three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by D'Anthony Melton for the Sixers. Harden with the ball now. Harden coming inside, puts it up, misses it, but will draw the foul. James Harden drawing lots of contact. And now goal against the rookie for the Pacers. James Harden so far with 16 points tonight, looking a lot better. 6 for 13 from the field, so about 50% for Harden. 7 rebounds and 9 assists as well. And Harden will add another one to that. .341 left to go here in the third quarter. Nembhard entering the game here for the Pacers. Harden looking to make the second one at the line. And Harden will do so. So now the Sixers will lead by 15 points, 81-66. There's Batadze with the ball. Gets it out to Duarte. Duarte out to Batadze. Batadze kicking it out to Halliburton. Halliburton coming inside. Halliburton lays it up and lays it in. Tyrese Halliburton with a beautiful bucket. James Harden with the ball now, bringing this down the other end, matching up with Duarte. Harden looking. Harden still looking. Harden kicking it out to Niang. Niang, a three. That's good for George Niang. Niang has been solid tonight for the Sixers. Trying to put up some bench points, and indeed he is. Batadze with the ball here for the Pacers. Kicks it out to Halliburton. Halliburton. Rather, that was, I think that it was Duarte out to Halliburton. That's good for Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton just find a way to make those buckets, man. That's crazy. And Niang getting brought down to the floor. I don't know who did that. They're going to call him Batadze. It looks like they might bring Korkmaz in. I'm not sure what they're doing here, but they're showing Korkmaz on the screen. Sixers might make a lineup change. They might bring Korkmaz in. See what they do here. I mean, I'm surprised Shake Milton hasn't come into the game yet. But I mean, with all this depth we have off the bench of Daniel House, D'Anthony Melton, Montrezl Harrell, Paul Reed entered the game. It looks like Korkmaz might enter. I'm surprised Shake Milton's not in the game yet. Because normally Shake Milton would have been in a long time ago. But with all this depth that we have off the bench, that's probably the only reason why Shake Milton hasn't entered the game. But yeah, man, Sixers still holding on to this lead here. Let's go. So far, we've had nobody in the chat here for the second half. Guys, we got to share the stream, man. Let's go. They show the party on Broad Street for one. The Phillies won the National League Championship Series over the San Diego Padres. Now they will advance. Now they will advance to take on the Houston Astros in the World Series. That's going to be a good series right there. I mean, we played the Astros before. It's not like we're new to them this season, so we'll see what we can do. Four more, and we get the World Series for the first time since 2008. And here we go. Niang to the line to shoot two. The first one for Niang is good. So George Niang has been pretty productive off the bench for the Sixers. In my opinion, he's definitely been productive. Niang with 10 points, 3 for 6 from the field, and those all came from three. And the second one for Niang is also good. That bounces off the rim a couple times, but it's able to go in. Here we go, under 2:40 left to go. Here's Tyrese Halliburton with the ball, matching up with Maxey. Halliburton kicks this out to Duarte. Duarte back up to Halliburton. Halliburton out to the rookie. Over to Halliburton, out to Duarte. And the rookie with the two-pointer is good. For Mathurin. Here we go. Melton with the ball, gets over to Maxey. Maxey having a rough night. Can he step it up here in a little bit in the second half? Maxey coming inside. Kicks it out to House. Over to Embiid. Embiid shooting it two from about the free throw line. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. And that'll be a foul against George Niang as he knocks down the rookie, Mathurin. And that'll be an inbound pass here for the Pacers. But George being a good sport and helping him up, as well as one of the Pacers' teammates. I believe that was Batadze helping him up as well as Niang. But they will inbound it now. Here we go. Batadze now taking the three, and that is no good for Goga Batadze, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Maxey with the ball. Maxey spinning, gets out to Niang over to Embiid. Embiid with the one-handed jam. Joel Embiid with big enough hands to take that ball with one hand and smack it down. And Melton getting aggressive as he just deflected that out and said no thanks to Tyrese Halliburton. I'm telling you, when Joel Embiid's fully healthy, you cannot stop that man one-on-one. I'm telling you. Mathurin tried to go in there, and you know Embiid's going to dominate you all day long. He'd dominate you 24/7, 365 when he's healthy. As Halliburton gets over to Mumbard, back to Halliburton, a three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by D'Anthony Melton for the Sixers. Melton stepping inside, and that was blocked from behind by Batadze. And I'll be on Georges Niang on that note. $32 points off the bench for the Sixers. So the Sixers bench being pretty productive tonight. So Batadze back to the line here for the Pacers. First one for Batadze is no good. Sixers have a chance to get the Chick-fil-A chicken. They got a chance. McConnell entering back in the game. Batadze averaging 7.3 points a game, 6 rebounds a game. All pressures on Goga Batadze. Second one by Batadze is good, and they'll silence the crowd. Sixers fans thought they would get the chicken. Here we go. Maxey with the ball. Maxey looking for options. Maxey looking right and left. Gets it over to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Maxey spinning. Maxey, step back two. Cannot get that one to go. It's rebounded by Batadze. Gets over to Nembhard. Over to Halliburton. Now to Duarte. A three, no good. Rebounded by Mathurin. Mathurin will get the two to go. Mathurin, the rookie from Arizona. Here we go. Field goals in the quarter. Sixers 6 for 17. Pacers shooting at 50%, 11 for 22. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey still looking. Match him with McConnell. Gets over to Embiid. Embiid coming in. And Embiid lost the ball, but it was actually stripped by Duarte. But Duarte gets a little too much, a little too aggressive. But Embiid will go back to the free throw line for 2 more. Embiid so far with 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 for 10 from the field. Only 10 shot attempts by Joel Embiid so far tonight. First one at the line for Embiid is good. That's 19 points now for Joel tonight. This one right here will make it 20, assuming Embiid will make it. Second one for Embiid is good. So Embiid now with a 20-burger here with 4 seconds left to go here in the third. 6 is perfect from the line. McConnell, not even close. McConnell airballed that last one. Good defense by the Sixers. We go to the fourth quarter. Sixers are up 90-76. At the end of the third quarter, going to the fourth, Sixers look to hold on as we go to quarter number 4. I'm loving the bench production out of the Sixers right now in terms of the bench production. I really am liking that right now, over 30 points off the bench. The Sixers can just hold on. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, guys, it's coming down to the wire here. It's coming down to the fourth quarter. Sixers should be able to hold on, but we will see if they can hold on by the end of this game. Let's hope they can. All right, guys. Fourth quarter about to get underway. So here we go. Don't forget to change this here. As Embiid with the ball here. Embiid gets over to Melton. Melton out to Maxey. A three. That's good for Tyrese Maxey. Here we go. Here's McConnell up the baseline. Kicks it out. That was Duarte. Duarte finally gets that one to go. And McConnell gets a steal. And Mathurin will get the bucket. Foul by Joel Embiid. Here we go. Mathurin in the line for one more, and we'll make the end one opportunity. Try to get it over to Melton, and then McConnell comes flying in. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball, trying to get everyone away. Gets it out to Embiid. Embiid, the two, is good. Joel Embiid with a legendary shot. Gets it over. And Duarte with it. Kicks it out. Out to Duarte in the corner for three. That's good for Chris Duarte. We got to keep making our shots, man. We have to keep making the shots. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers. Maxey coming inside. Well, Maxey was about to come inside. Maxey gets out to Embiid. Embiid now coming inside. Spinning. And Embiid will lose it. And that will be number 5 on Embiid. If Doc doesn't take him out right here, Joel, then Doc is losing his mind. There's no way Doc does not take Embiid out. That's number 5 on Embiid. Take him out, Doc. Let's go. Who's in the game? Is it going to be Paul Reed or is it going to be Montrezl Harrell? Well, Harden's going to come back into the game for DeAnthony Melton, so we know that. But who's replacing Embiid at center? Looks like it's going to be Paul Reed. Unless if Paul Reed's playing power forward, which he's not. Here we go. McConnell kicks this out to Duarte. Duarte spinning. Back out to McConnell. McConnell looking. McConnell inside. McConnell, a 2. Is no good, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Harden with the ball. Harden. Looking. Harden. Try to get it to Maxey. But it goes out of bounds off of Chris Duarte. And it'll be Sixers ball. Harden with the ball here. Harden going step back three. And that is beautiful by James Harden. Give him over 20 points and give him 21. Here we go. Mathurin. Got it over to McConnell. And the Sixers are trying to get the rebound, and they finally do with Maxey. Pushing it up for Daniel House. House not able to get it in, but it is going to be against the Pacers. Lucas Holland, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Just had practice. Hopefully you did well practice, man. Hopefully your shooting is going well, Lucas. Since you do basketball in this case. First one for House is no good at the line. Daniel House pretty much overshot that. And the second one that time is good for Daniel House. So 99 to 85. Sixers have the lead by 14. Here we go. They kick it out to Duarte. Duarte matching up with Harden. Duarte kicks it out to Jackson. Out to Duarte. A two is no good. And it's rebounded by the Pacers. Niang does not handle it fully. Duarte with the ball. Duarte matching up with Paul Reed. Duarte, step back two. That's good for Chris Duarte. Here we go. Maxey gets this over to Harden. Harden to bring the ball down the floor. Harden. Begging to go step back, but gets out to Maxey, who comes inside, kicks out to Harden. Harden shoots a three, and that's no good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. Come on, guys. We can't allow them to come back. Let's go. Duarte drives and it's blocked by Paul Reed. As House gets this over to Harden. Harden down to Daniel House. House was wide open for three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. McConnell gets it over. Three is good. Timeout, Sixers most likely. That was Mathurin with the bucket. Sixers now lead it by 9 with 8:11 left to go. I mean, the bench production really has stepped up for the Sixers this game. I mean, Melton and Niang with 11 off the bench. Daniel House with 5, and then same with Montrezl Harrell. So that's a total of 32 bench points. I mean, Maxey's having an off game by any means. Maxey not having a good game. I mean, Max is going to have to get back on track here when the Sixers on Wednesday will go ahead and play the first of two against the Raptors. Yeah, so the Sixers will be back on Wednesday against the Raptors. Guys, I'm only going to be streaming one of those two against the Raptors because on Friday will be the first Philadelphia Phillies World Series game against the Astros, and I'll be streaming that on Friday instead of doing the Sixers game on the 28th, which is when that Friday is. And then we got to go to Chicago after that. Like, man, this is going to be a hard trip. This could be a rough trip, man, because we got back-to-back games with the Raptors. And then the next day, which is the 29th after the 28th, we play the Bulls in Chicago. I mean, I really think PJ Tucker could honestly come off the bench. But we put him in the starting line for experience, and you know what? I'll take the experience of PJ Tucker. I was thinking they could go with like D'Anthony Melton at the 3. They could go with Daniel House at the 3. Or heck, they could even put Niang at the 3, but I think I like Niang on the bench. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Harden behind the back to Niang. Niang pump fakes out to Daniel House. House back to Niang. Niang up the baseline. Niang layup is good. George Niang with a layup off the backboard, and that is good for George Niang. Niang went ahead and took advantage of that. McConnell kicks it out. Kick it out twice. Now 3 times to Mathurin. Mathurin coming inside. The 2 is good. Plus the foul for Bennedict Mathurin. That'll be 14 points off the bench for Bennedict Mathurin tonight. And the free throw is good by Bennedict Mathurin. Here we go. Maxey with the ball here for the Sixers, bringing it down the floor. Maxey, just having an off game, gets it over to Harden. Harden, looking, around a screen. Harden, still looking. Harden gets it down to Harris. Harris at the baseline, out to Paul Reed. Reed up 2. Is no good, and Harris does not get the rebound. Come on, guys! 7 minutes to play here. And Bard's 3-pointer's no good from the corner. Maxey loses it. Maxey gets it back. And this will be a jump ball between Tyrese Maxey and Isaiah Jackson. If Isaiah Jackson does not win this jump ball, he's really not that great of a center if he doesn't win this jump ball over a smaller Maxey. Isaiah Jackson's got 8 inches on Maxey. Sixers do win the tip. So Maxey really does go up there. As Harden's got the ball while standing at the logo. Harden. Coming inside. Harden. Step back 2. That's good for the beard. James Harden now with 23 on the night. And the alley-oop is good from Mathurin to Isaiah Jackson. And that is how the Pacers will go ahead and answer. 6:20 left in the game. Sixers lead by 8. Niang kicks out to Maxey. Maxey looking for options. Maxey around a screen. Maxey. It will be a foul on Isaiah Jackson for a hip check. Here we go. 6:08 left to go here in the game. Paul Reed will step on the bench. And Embiid will step back into the game. Embiid knows it's not the time for the Sixers to be blowing leads. Embiid knows this is not the time. So they got Niang running with the starting lineup. As Harden looking. Harden looking for options. Harden going step back 3. You better believe it's good. The beard is on the loose. James Harden has been unleashed from his cage. Kick it out. Multiple times. Mathurin with the ball matching up with Harris. Mathurin tries to kick it out. Does do so. McConnell. Back it out. Back out. They kick it out. It's no good. And Harden will pick this up. Harden will take this away. Sixers shooting the ball 41% from 3 so far tonight. Harden. Making sure no one touches him. And you better believe that James Harden is making sure the Wells Fargo Center gets on their feet. And this will be a timeout by the Pacers. James Harden says, hey, Mathurin, sit down, you rookie. I'm staying here, and I'm taking my jump shot because I'm healthy. That's right. Bang. Beautiful shot. It's like, respect the name, Philly. I believe that's 29 for Harden tonight. Oh, my gosh, dude. James Harden's having a phenomenal game, like he has to start off the season. Every game except the Spurs game, James Harden has been having a phenomenal season so far. That's going to be 29 for James Harden tonight. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. That is 29 for James Harden. Guys, also appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel. 468 on the sub count right now. 32 away from 500, which is half of 1,000, man. Been doing this for 2 years. Still underrated as always. Been doing content pretty much almost every day recently. I still sitting at 468, man. It's crazy. Dude, James Harden is having a phenomenal game. 29 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Beautiful game out of James Harden tonight. If there were like game balls in the NBA, Harden definitely gets one in terms of like a basketball for a game ball. I mean, Harden gets one, and Embiid gets one. And then Yang and Melton each get one. But if I had to pick one out of the two, it would be Georges Niang, because Georges Niang played his you-know-what off tonight. And he's continuing to do it. But these final minutes here in the game, 5:20 left to go. So the Sixers will hopefully get their first win of the season. Here we go. Let's see if the Sixers can hold on to the lead. Looking for their first win of the season. 5:15 left to go in the game. Jalen Smith gets it over to Mathurin. Mathurin over to Batazi. Batazi over to Hield. Hield gets it over to Mathurin. That is good for Benedict Mathurin. Here we go. Under 5 minutes to go here in the game. Maxey with the ball, trying to set everyone up. And something happened. I don't think it was a travel. It must have been an illegal screen. And that's going to be against James Harden probably for an illegal screen. Here we go. Jalen Smith will lose it, and now it'll be a turnover for the Pacers now. Good defense by Joel right there. Here we go. James Harden bringing the ball down the other end here for the Sixers. Harden will get this over to Embiid. Embiid gets it over to Harden. Harden out to Maxey. Maxey taking a three. That's good for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey might be having an off game, but that doesn't mean he can still make some shots. Here we go. Halliburton gets us out to Batazi. Over to Hield. Hield coming inside. Hield going back outside. Matching up with Embiid. Hield gets it out to Halliburton. Halliburton, the two is good for Tyrese Halliburton. Can the scoreboard just get back on the screen? Because that'd be fantastic. Harden gets it over to Embiid. Embiid matching him with Batazzi. Embiid's wide open for 2. That's good for Joel Embiid. Embiid putting in some beautiful shots tonight. Beautiful. Maxey. And this is going to be an offensive foul here against Benedict Mathurin. And this will go back the other way here, and it'll be Sixers ball. They got to get the scoreboard back on the screen. Here we go. Maxey will get this down to Niang. Niang back to Maxey. Maxey. Okay, apparently they got a whole new format for the scoreboard. To Harris in the corner for 3. That's good for Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris with 18 points tonight. Here we go. They'll flip it back here. Jalen Smith a 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Halliburton. Out to Hield a 3. That's no good for Hield either. It's rebounded by the Sixers. Yang will get this over to Maxey. Maxey will flip it over to Harris. Harris looking. Harris gets it over to Embiid. Embiid gets up for 2, and that's good for Joel Embiid. You can give him 26. Sixers look to close this up. They have a 20-point lead right now, 119-99. This could probably be where they put in some of the reserves. I mean, T. Stiebel, a little bit more Shake Milton, Jaden Springer, Korkmaz, Champagnie. This could probably be where they put some of the reserves in. But we'll see what they do here with less than 3 minutes to go. We'll see what they do. So far, it looks like the Sixers will, fingers crossed, get their first win of the season. It's looking like they will. Man, I have Maxey on my fantasy team, and he's not going to be able to put up that many points based on what he's put up tonight. So that's going to suck for my fantasy. Hopefully everyone else on my fantasy team balls out. Here we go, Halliburton. This is over to Buddy Hield. Hield, back to Halliburton. Halliburton matching up with Harden. Halliburton gets over to Hield. Hield, matching up with Niang. Hield coming inside. Hield. The reverse layup is good. That's a good bucket for Buddy Hield. Pacers down 18. Harris in a double team gets out to Niang. Niang over to Harden. Harden looking. Harden still looking, getting double teamed now. Now they're getting aggressive here. Harden's got nowhere to go. Harden will be fouled, and this will be an inbound pass here for the Sixers. But that's going to do it for the starting lineup. It will be an inbound pass here. As all the reserves are pretty much going to come in now. So you're going to see like Korkmaz, Springer, Milton, Thibault. You know who the guys are going to be. Job well done for the Sixers starting lineup. Did a great job tonight. Sam Excel, giving them credit. Here's Shake Milton with the ball. Milton gets over to Springer. Springer over to Reed. Reed trying to get out of a triple team. Out to Milton over to Korkmaz. Korkmaz over to Thibault. Back to Korkmaz. Korkmaz a deep 3. That's no good by Furkan Korkmaz. I thought Korkmaz was going to make that. But it's rebounded by the Pacers here. Buddy Hield with the ball. Hield coming inside. But Pacers will probably put in their reserves. For the Pacers, that will probably be players such as Trevelyan Queen, legend, James Johnson, Kendall Brown, probably O'Shea Brissett, and Terry Taylor. Players like that are probably going to come in. But yeah, man, Sixers with a phenomenal, pretty much with a phenomenal game as a whole. Sixers only lost the third quarter 30-26 to the Pacers. But ever since that point, they pretty much have won every other quarter. Embiid back to having a pretty solid game. 26 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And then we'll just go through the stats later. Most 20-point and 10 assist games since 2018 and 2019. James Harden is the second most to Trae Young with 82. Trae Young in first with 97. Harden 10 for 18. How he finishes off his night. Here we go. They'll kick it out to Mathurin. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by the Pacers. Jackson gets this over to Brissett. Brissett gets it over to Mathurin. Mathurin coming inside. Mathurin will be blocked by Jaden Springer. Jaden Springer with the block. How about that from the former first-round pick? I believe out of Tennessee, I think. Where Springer came out of. Here we go. They inbound it here. Inbound to Mathurin. You're surrounded by Shake Milton in solitary confinement. It's no good. Oh, sorry about that, guys, but there we go. Let's fix it now. Here we go. Springer with the ball. Springer coming inside. Springer cannot get the shot off, and it's going to be 2 free throws at the line for Jaden Springer. But if I'm not mistaken, Jaden Springer came out of Tennessee, right? Yeah, he did play for Tennessee. That's what I thought. And the first one for Springer at the line is good. So the Sixers will finally get their first win of the season. Thank goodness for that, because, man, did we need to get on the board. 6'4", 202 for Jaden Springer at the age of 20 out of Tennessee. Second one for Springer is no good. Springer does get his own rebound. Springer, the 2, is no good. Man, Springer could have put up more points right there. Here we go. Kick it out to Isaiah Jackson for 3. That's good for Isaiah Jackson. Get the corner triple, but it's going to be too little too late. Here we go. Milton with the ball. Milton. This should be the last shot here for the Sixers. Paul Reed puts up a 2. No good, and it's rebounded by the Pacers. And the Sixers will get the first win of the season as Batazzi will get fouled. And he'll head to the line for 2, most likely. First one at the line is good for Goga Batazzi. And the second one is also good for Goga Batazzi. But the Sixers will get the win here. And here we go. And the clock will wind down. And the Philadelphia 76ers will get their first win of the season on that note by defeating the Indiana Pacers 120-106. 14-point win for the Sixers on that note. Upcoming road trip. 2 games at Toronto. I will be streaming the first game that's at Toronto, not the second one. I hope to stream the game against the Bulls. And then same at Washington. Player of the game, obviously James Harden. And we'll go over the stat lines eventually. Appreciate everybody that has come through and support, man. Guys, we'll get to the chat after I go through the stats here, so let me set the camera up if I ever can. If I ever can do that. So in this case, did they reset? Of course they didn't. But the Philadelphia 76ers will be able to get the dub over the Indiana Pacers. They're going to get in the win column. Both teams will go to 1-3. Next two will be in Toronto. I will stream the first one, not the second one, though, because I will be streaming the Phillies game. But then I hope to stream the one against Chicago. And then the first one at the Wizards, I also hope to stream. As it should update eventually. It should eventually update. I don't know why it's not updating here. It's so slow. I want it to fully update before I go over the stats, and then we'll look through the chat here. Guys, we'll read over the stats once the whole scoreboard decides to put final score on there. And they finally do for once. As now we will look over the final stats here, and then we'll look through the chat because I do see some comments that I got to read over. And I want to help someone out in the chat that's looking to do something. So read up the stats here real quick. Tyrese Haliburton leading the way here for the Indiana Pacers with 19.6 rebounds and 10 assists. Followed by Buddy Hield with 18.6 rebounds and 6 assists. Followed by Jalen Smith with 17 points, 10 rebounds and an assist. Benedict Mathurin with 17 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists off the bench. Aaron Nesmith with 9 points, 2 rebounds and an assist. Chris Duarte with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Isaiah Jackson with 5 points and a rebound. Andrew Nembhard with 5 points, 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Goga Bitadze with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Terry Taylor with 2 points, 4 rebounds, and no assists. And TJ McConnell with 2 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. So not a big night from TJ McConnell, which normally every former Sixer would ball out against the Sixers. But at the end of the day, McConnell did not do that, but it is what it is. Now we go over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. James Harden leading the way for the Philadelphia 76ers with 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists. Following that up is Joel Embiid with 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Tobias Harris with 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. George Niang with 13 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. DeAnthony Melton with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Tyrese Maxey not with a great game, but was still able to put up 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. We'll have to step it up against Toronto, but hopefully that was just a one-time thing for Maxey. Hopefully he gets right back on track. Daniel House off the bench with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Montrezl Harrell with 5 points straight up. PJ Tucker with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. And then James Springer with a point and 2 rebounds. So that's how your scoring rounds out for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now we will look at the team stats here. As from the field, the Pacers shot the ball 42% from the field to the Sixers 48%. Pacers shot the ball 27% from 3 to the Sixers 44%. Pacers shot the ball 78% from the free throw line to the Sixers 89%. Pacers overall with more rebounds, 47-39, and same offensively, 14-7. Pacers also with more assists, 27-25. Sixers with more blocks, 7-4. Sixers with more steals, 8-3. Sixers winning the turnover battle, 13-7. Pacers with more points in the paint than the Sixers, 48-32. And then a total of 43 personal fouls called, 23 on the Pacers and 20 on the Philadelphia 76ers. So that is how your scoring overall wraps up for both teams. And now, like I said before, we'll look through the chat. Sports Nerd, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. I did see for the fact that you did subscribe to the channel, my guys, so I appreciate you for subscribing to the channel, being the newest subscriber. I did get the notification earlier, so appreciate you for subbing up, my guy. Just started a channel. Can I get some tips? Okay, so for some tips, man, I mean, Sports Nerd, like, what do you plan to do on your channel? Best that I can give you is, you know, stay consistent with the content. If you're doing like a sports channel or anything like that, get it out like as soon as you possibly can, so that way you can have a lot of people view your content and hopefully get to know your content. Live stream a lot because that will help you out with watch hours, and if you keep being consistent with the content, it'll help you get monetized, which is what I'm on the road to right now. Almost at 470, so appreciate the sub, by the way, Sports Nerd. So appreciate you, man. 30 away from almost 30 away from 500, but appreciate everybody for the support. But Sports Nerd, man, if you wanna talk a little bit more, Sports Nerd, I don't know if you have a Twitter handle or not, but let me take this off. If you want to hit me up on like Twitter or Instagram or somewhere right here, Twitter handle's right here, and the Instagram handle's right here. If you want to like screenshot or type it in or something real quick, you can. Then I'll chop it up with you over there, because I don't want to have this go on for like forever. But if you want to talk, man, either on social media, Twitter handle right here, Instagram handle right here. Hit me up on either one, and we'll talk. Yep. Sixers did get the win. Let's go. Just sub. Appreciate it, Sports Nerd. Appreciate that. 469. Let's go. Kind of subscriber. Yep. Dubs. Someone I know you meant that. 470. Yes, guys. We're one subscriber away from 470. 31 away from 500, man, which is half of 1,000. This has been a crazy journey. As of course, I forget to change the final score to this game, which is 120-106. Sixers getting. Hang on, guys. Let me just. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. And if you want to talk more, man, if you're making an Instagram account, handle's right here if you want to chop it up with me. Handle's right here. If you want to talk with me on there. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, man, we can talk there. And I can give you some more advice when needed, man. So appreciate you for coming through and being the new subscriber, though, my guys. The Philadelphia 76ers get their first win of the season. If I hadn't said this already, they get the first win of the season by a final score of 120-106. They get their first win of the season on that note. As they get against the Pacers, I know the Pacers, you know, they're probably not that great of a team, but, you know, I'll take any win. You know, haven't been able to, you know, pretty much wear this overnight, because if you guys don't know already, whenever the Sixers get a win, I will wear any of my merchandise that I have on me. I will wear it overnight just to celebrate the win. Whenever my teams win, like the Phillies, the Eagles, the Sixers, the Flyers, the Buckeyes, because I am an Ohio State fan. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram, man. We'll talk. Yep, go Sixers, man. Absolutely. Yeah, great one. Absolutely. I do not have a 76ers hoodie, but I have this Maxey jersey. I have this Joel Embiid t-shirt jersey. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. There you go. I have that right there. I have a Seth Curry jersey, but haven't worn that since Seth Curry did get traded to the Nets. And then I have like 2 other Sixers shirts, and I think that's about it. But I've definitely been getting more into the Sixers, man. I'm getting more into the Sixers. Eagles are obviously my number 1. Sixers are my number 2. Phillies are my number 3. This is just in terms of the Philly teams. This is not in terms of all my teams overall. But in terms of the Philly teams, it goes Eagles, Sixers, Phillies, Flyers. But if you want to do all 5 teams, it's Eagles. It's Eagles, Ohio State, Sixers, Phillies, Flyers. That's the order I have that in when you want to put all 5 of my teams. Where did I get the Embiid shirt from? I got it for like Christmas, man. If you can see that, I got it for Christmas the other year, and it's kind of been a little bit worn out, as you can kind of see with all like I'm not sure if you can see it actually. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's a little like the letters on here are like a little like crumbled because of how much I've been wearing that as of late. But as of late, I've really been wearing this Tyrese Maxey jersey because I really love to wear this thing. But always got to give respect to the MVP, which is why I have this out here, who should have won the MVP the last 2 seasons, especially last season. Season before, makes sense. Embiid did not play enough games in order to get the MVP. But last year was no excuse. Maxey and Embiid, Toby in a few shirts. Hey, look at you, man. Seth Curry should get traded to the Warriors. Dude, Seth and Steph together would be something else, SG Sports Talk. I would love to see Seth and Steph on the Warriors. Yeah, that'd be something. Seth going to Golden State with Steph would be crazy. I know. Seth would be something off the bench for that team. He'd be something off the bench. Him, Jordan Poole, and it keeps going down the line. I know. It'd be something out there in Golden State. But yeah, guys, on that note, that's going to pretty much do it for me. Appreciate everybody for coming through to this stream. Shout out to everybody that has come through. You guys are the realest of the real. You guys kept the chat going. I know we had a little bit of a argument or something going on earlier, but I think we have that all settled out now. Because I had to time some people out for like 5 minutes. We do have some more comments in the chat here, so let's get to them real fast. Bruce Harper, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Man, I'm doing well, my guy. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully all is well with you, Bruce Harper. Yeah, you do the same, man. You do the same. Let's see Seth Curry do a shimmy when he makes a 3. Yeah. Let's go, Phillies. You already know. Joey said, nah, we good. Appreciate it, Bruce. Appreciate that, my guy. But yeah, guys, yet again, that's going to do it for me, ladies and gents. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Yet again, the Philadelphia 76ers will defeat the Indiana Pacers 120-106 for their first win of the season. And they finally get on the board in terms of wins. And they finally get a win on the season, man. So I do not have a girlfriend. I don't even have a GF. I'm not even going to waste my time with that. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me. Ladies and gents, be sure to like and subscribe. Take care, Joey. I'll catch you later, man. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. The Sixers win. Let's go. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.